Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we will take a closer look at an aps-c camera that, while not the newest model, is frankly fantastic in its own right, the Sony Alpha A6300. Enjoy! The A6300 was released in 2016 and can be considered the successor to the iconic A6000, which was a groundbreaking innovation for mirrorless cameras in its heyday. The camera, while looking and feeling very similar to its predecessor, improves upon it in many key ways. The body is made from a durable magnesium alloy, providing some dust and moisture resistance. Overall, the build quality is very good. The form factor is typical of the A6000 series, featuring a compact, boxy design with a shallow grip and a 16:9 tiltable screen that unfortunately lacks touch controls. There is a practical pop-up flash that can be retracted to avoid strong shadows, along with a hot shoe positioned right next to it. The viewfinder is tucked away in the top left corner, which is very handy on sunny days as the screen is not very bright. The camera charges via micro USB and uses Sony's older FW50 batteries, which are known for their less than perfect performance. If you opt for the A6300 or any of the older 6000 cameras, be prepared to invest in an additional 2 or 3 batteries. The sensor is an older 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor known for its very good low-light performance. Images at ISO 6400 and lower are typically very usable, but it's important to note that this is a crop sensor, and its low-light performance is physically limited compared to a full-frame camera. Nonetheless, this sensor has been the backbone of Sony's aps-c cameras for years and continues to deliver impressive results to this day. Like most Sony cameras, the A6300 utilizes the E-mount, which offers a wide variety of lenses. This includes many older first-party lenses like this 50mm f1.8 that I showcased not too long ago. In today's market, Sony is focusing more on its full-frame lineup, but thankfully third-party manufacturers like Sigma have taken it upon themselves to produce new lenses for crop sensor cameras such as this one. The camera features an improved autofocus system with 425 face detection points. It offers both face and eye tracking, which performs incredibly well. While newer models like the A6400 have advanced Sony's autofocus system even further, the A6300 remains reliable for everyday use. The camera boasts impressive 11 FPS continuous shooting, which is a very useful feature for your wildlife and sports photographers out there. Photo quality holds up well, as you would expect. There is plenty of dynamic range at your disposal, and using the camera for more serious work seems reasonable to me. What I do not like is Sony's color science, but that's more of a personal gripe from me and not only exclusive to this particular model either. The A6300 offers 4K at 30 FPS, which seems to be the standard for Sony's entry-level aps-c cameras. The image quality is wonderful, and the autofocus, as expected, also works well when shooting video. If you enjoy using slow motion, the A6300 can also record at 1080p with 120 FPS. We also have a mic jack on the side, making it practical for video shooters. What isn't practical for video is the lack of in-body stabilization. You will have to rely solely on Sony's OSS system that is used in some of its lenses if stability is a concern for you. And if you are the type to extensively color grade your videos, the A6300 supports S-Log2 and S-Log3. In terms of overall usability, the camera is a mixed bag, and I will explain why in a moment. But let me start off by saying that in most categories, this camera performs quite well, not just considering its age, but in general. It is definitely a great choice for your first mirrorless camera, or even your first Sony camera. However, there are a few things that don't quite make sense to me. The video record button is arguably in the worst possible spot you could have ever chosen. It's easier to press it by accident than it is to press it deliberately. Sony's menus are awful. Even after getting accustomed to where everything is, it still takes too much time to make a few simple changes. The lack of a touchscreen only adds to the frustration. The ergonomics of the camera leave much to be desired. I have relatively small hands, so I'm usually the last person to complain about such things, but the grip is uncomfortable. This issue becomes worse the larger your hands are, making a grip case or a similar accessory almost essential. While there are a few features that will appeal to videographers, such as 4K video and the mic jack, I don't think this is an especially good camera for video work. There is no IBIS, not even electronic stabilization, the screen isn't fully articulating, which is inconvenient if you want to vlog, there's a 30-minute recording limit, and when shooting 4K at 30 FPS there is a noticeable crop compared to 1080p, as you can see here. For photographers, these limitations are far less relevant, which is why I would consider the A6300 a photo-first camera, with video being secondary. In summary, if you're just getting started or are on a budget, the A6300 is a great all-rounder that can be picked up used for under 500 euros, making it more affordable than Sony's newer offerings while still delivering similar picture quality. Specifically, if you're primarily interested in photography, the A6300 is a solid choice. If video is your main focus, I'm not sure I can recommend it wholeheartedly. There are pros and cons. Ultimately, you'll have to decide if the camera's features meet your specific video needs. The E-mount system offers a wide selection of lenses, both from Sony and third-party manufacturers, so when you eventually outgrow the A6300, you can keep your lenses and upgrade to something like the A6600, which offers IBIS and a flip-up touchscreen, or a similar model. But that's it on my part. If you have any questions or simply want to share your opinion, please leave a comment below. Thank you all very much for watching, and of course, have a wonderful day.